Hello everybody. In this video we are going to create up and down moving enemy, and for this enemy you can get any type of vector you want, and I just Google to get some sprites for enemies, and you can see this type of enemy is fine for our animation. You can see this one is good for simple up and down enemy, or you can use any other as well. You can see a lot of enemies here, and you can choose any type of enemy and we will implement this. I have selected these enemies, and I choose this bat and this one for our animation, and you can get your own, it's your own choice, whatever you want. So now I just bring this image inside Photoshop, and I just deleted the background so that we should have a image without background. Okay, so now after analyzing everything, when you are happy, we can just save it as a PNG image, and then we will use this. So I have selected PNG, and here we will write up down maybe, and then we will just bring this image into Unity. So let's move to our sprites, and here we will just bring our image. So let's bring this image inside Unity, and now we can crop this image, slice this image. Okay, so here you can see that we have a sprite 2D converted. So now we will select multiple, and then we will click on sprite editor, apply, and now we have this section. So we can select slice, and we will do auto slice because the this content is separated correctly. So now you can see we have these sprites, so that's nice. Now we'll click on apply, and that's it. We have created this sprites from the main image. So now we can just place enemy here, and let's use this one, the bat enemy. So here it is, and you can see the size of this image, and you can make it as per your desired size. I will just make it a little bit bigger, and we will make its layer 5. So after this we will just I will just select yeah, we don't need the layers. So now we will select this image, and I will just rename it to bat enemy. Okay, and then we will go to animation, we will create animation, we will go to our assets, animations, and here we can create a new folder for bat enemy, and here we can create animation. So just bat animation, because we don't need much more animations for this enemy. So now in animations timeline, we can just drag drop these images. So just select all of these, and we can just place it here. Okay, now we can bring animation here, and now if we play the animation, then you can see it's very fast. So we'll just make it slower. So let's make it maybe 30 seconds, 0.3 seconds actually, and yeah, now you can see it's quite nice, but we need little bit slower, I think. So 1 second is enough. So yeah, that's nice. You can see very nice animation, and the size of that is quite small, so we will change the size as well before doing anything else. So let's select our bat enemy, Let's make it 2, scale 2 to 2, and now if we play, then yeah, 2 scale is fine, I think. So that's beautiful. So now the animator is added, and now we will select add component, and we will add capsule collider or circle collider, whatever you want. I will just add capsule collider, and we will make it horizontal, and now that's very nice. We will make it a trigger as well, and also we need rigid body 2D. But for this component, definitely we will not use the gravity, so we will make body type kinematic. Okay, so that's nice. We will not freeze rotation for this, we don't need it at all. And that's it. Now we will create our script. So let's move to our scripts, and we will create another script. We will name it up down enemy, or whatever you want. You can add the name, and then we can open this script. Inside we use Studio Code. Okay, so now it's time to add our script, create our script. So let's start. So first of all, we will define some variables. Definitely we need a public animator, and we can name it anim. Also we need a private rigid body 2D, and we can name it my body. Also we can create a private vector 3, and we will select move direction variable, and we will assign value vector 3 dot down. Okay, so initially we are defining it to move our character to down position. We will also add private string, and we can name it coroutine. So this is actually the coroutine name, and this is a style of assigning a coroutine in variable. Okay, so change movement, we will create this coroutine in a while. And now we will create our void awake function. So in awake function we will say anim equal to get component, and we are getting animator, and that's it. Also we need to instantiate my body, which is our get component, and it is rigid body 2D. So after this we will move to start function, and in start function we will start a coroutine, and we will name coroutine name what is the name, this one. Okay, so I will just copy this, and here we will paste it. Okay, so that's nice. Moving further, we will move to our update function, and we will add a function here for move bird, or move enemy, actually enemy. And here we can just create a function for move enemy. Okay, so here we will say move enemy, and for this function we will just say transform dot translate, and we want to move our bird or our enemy, so we will say move direction multiply by time dot smooth delta time for smooth movement. Okay, so here we will create our coroutine. So we will say I enumerator change movement, and for this coroutine we will say actually the change movement yeah, should be the same spelling. Okay, so change movement. Okay, so here we will say yield return new, wait for seconds, and we want to wait for random range, random dot range. Okay, and we will define our seconds. So I am defining 2 seconds, 5 seconds. So it will be it will move between 2 seconds and 5 seconds randomly. Okay, so after this in I enumerator function, so we will also create if statement. So here we will say if move direction is equal to vector 3 dot down. Okay, then we will make move direction is equal to vector 3 dot up. So if we are moving down, then we will move upward after 2 or 5 seconds randomly. After that, we will also add else, and here we will say move direction is equal to vector 3 dot down, definitely. Okay, so this is the default condition. So now after that, we will also start a coroutine here, and we will name coroutine name like this. Okay, now we will create one more coroutine, and we will say I enumerator, and we will name it bird or enemy dead. And for this coroutine, I will just this function, what we can do, we can just add yield return new, wait for seconds, and we will wait for 3 seconds. You can definitely define your own time. It's not necessary to add the same time. So here we will make it false. Okay, or you can also destroy the game object if you want. So we are making it false. So private void on trigger enter 2D, and here we will say if collision dot tag is equal to bullet. Okay, if it will be colliding with bullet, then what will happen? So here we will say anim dot play, and actually we don't have death animation. You can definitely create any death animation if you want, and I think let's create it. Anim dot play, and here we'll say death animation. We can name it, and I will just add it death animation like this. And now we can move to our Unity, and for animations for this bad enemy, we will just click here, create a new clip, and go to assets and animations, bad enemy, and here we will add dead animation. Okay, so spelling should be same, and in dead animation what we will do, I will just add the same sprites, but only these two sprites I will add. Okay, so I think this one and this one is enough. Okay, so just add it here, and if you play, you can say this is the dead animation. We will just make it 1 second maybe, So now you can see it's very slow, so we'll just make it, yeah, this is not smooth because we don't have too much frames for this animation. So what we can do, we can just add it here at 1 second, and I will just copy this transition, and we can add this transition here, and also we can just copy this frame and we can paste it here as well. So it will be little bit fine animation now. Okay, but I think yeah, actually we should add only one frame. So the first frame, we're going to move to first frame. This frame we don't need, and this frame is fine. Actually this we don't need, and this frame is also fine. So now this is for dead animation, so let's add it here as well and here as well, and just copy it, and sorry, copy, and then we will paste it here and paste it here. Now if we play, you can see this is this static animation. So we will select this and we will make a little bit of rotations at the this frame. Okay, so let's add it like this. Here we will make it like this. Here we can make like this. Here we can make it like this and like this. Okay, so now if we play, you will see that it will be dead with little bit of round animation. Okay, you can definitely do your own technique, or you can get the sprites for a better enemy and you can use that as well. So it's up to you. So now that's nice, we successfully have added dead animation. So now we can move to our script again, and here actually we have yeah, dead animation. Now we will move further, and here we will say my body dot body type is equal to rigid body type 2D dot dynamic. Okay, so when it will be hit by bullet, then what will happen, the body will be dynamic so our enemy will fall down to ground. Okay, fall down towards ground. So that's why we are making rigid body 2D dynamic. Okay, initially we have it as a kinematic. So here we will start a coroutine. So start coroutine, and we will run a coroutine here, enemy dead coroutine. Okay, like this. So also we want to stop coroutine, and we want to stop coroutine name. Okay, this one. So that's nice. Moving further, we will be here in the same void on trigger enter function, and after this if statement we will say if target target dot tag, and I don't know why it's not finding target dot tag. If, yeah, actually sorry, collision dot tag is equal to player. If he strikes with player, then what will happen? Then we need to damage the player. Okay, so we'll say collision dot get component, and here we will say player damage component. Okay, and from player damage we want to deal damage. So I hope you understand the logic. That's it for our enemy, and hopefully this script will work and we will have our enemy. So let's test it out. So let's select the bat enemy, and here we will just drag our up and down enemy script. Actually, just sometimes we have to refresh. So now you can see up and down enemy, and unfortunately I have just added animator as a public, so we don't need it public, we can add it private. Okay, so private will work fine. So now if we move to our Unity, and if we play game, hopefully we will see our up and down movement for the enemy, hopefully. So let's see what will happen. And yeah, you can see our enemy is moving down and he's moving up as well. If we strike with our enemy, hopefully our life should be minus. You can see it become -2, -1, and if we strike it again, 1 life gone, and on the third we are totally failed. Okay, so if for example if we kill enemy, then you will see that if we shoot enemy, hopefully it will be died. Okay, so let's kill it, and you can see a nice animation and our bird is dead. But for bird I will just place it a little bit upper, so because we want to see it in a better view. So let's add it here, and now you will see that it will be, the starting point will be here, I think so. So let's see. So yeah, that's nice. You can see bird comes and he will be up, and we can shoot it at any time, and I will shoot it in air just for testing purpose. So oh sorry, I just want to kill him here for analyzing the dead animation. And you can see sometime he just move here and he just gone down because we have added random distance here. Okay, so that's why. And if we, I think we have to add it 4F and 5F. Okay, because we don't need it too much up and down fluctuations. So I just have added 4 and 5, so now it will be in a state. Okay, so I will just add it here a little bit up, and now you will see that our movement will be quite nice, hopefully. So let's see. Yeah, and now it will be little bit of variation. As you can see, a nice animation for dead. Okay, and definitely if in later on I will just go to audios section where we will add audios for enemies, for bullet shoot. So if enemy died, he should play some audio. Okay, so that's nice. So you can see we have created successfully our enemy, up and down enemy. So we will go to prefabs. I will just go to enemies, and here we will just create a, yeah, actually just add it bat enemy like this. Okay, so now we have a prefab for bat enemy, and similarly we can create as many as enemies as much we want. Okay, so for the same up and down function, I will just add this enemy as well because it's look also nice. So let's make it bigger. Let's change the name to one eye enemy, and we will just add a rigid body 2D component. We will make it kinematic. We will also add a capsule collider 2D. We will make it horizontal. Also we will make it trigger, because sometimes we need it to move inside the ground as well. Okay, so that's why we are making it trigger. Okay, so now that's it, and now we can just add our script, but before that we can create animations. So we can go to animation, we can select our enemy, we can click on create, and then we can go to assets, animations, and we can create a new folder, one eye enemy, and here we can create animation of one eye. Just you can add whatever you want, and this will be the default animation. We can just select the these sprites. We can just drag drop these sprites inside animator controller, and then we can just play, and you will see a nice animation. Okay, so that's nice. So now we will just create another animation, create a new clip, and we will name it dead animation, and we will just create this dead animation. So I will just add this sprite here, the cross sprite, and then we will just copy this sprite, paste it here, paste it here, and paste it here. Sorry, why it's not, because we didn't have copy it in right way, I think. So let's paste it here. Yeah, now it's fine. So paste it here as well, and here as well. Now we can just make little bit of fluctuations, like rotation or scale or whatever you want, and I am just moving it like this, and now if you play, you will see a nice animation, but nothing recorded actually. So we have to click record button first. Okay, so that was our mistake. So record, after record, then we can move it like this. Now this animation will be recorded hopefully. So now if you play, yeah, you can see it has a nice animation. So save it, and now we can apply the script on this enemy as well. So let's add the script onto this enemy. So we'll just come here, up and down enemy script, and that's it. If we play the game, hopefully we will see nice animation, and we will see our enemy moving up and down. So yeah, you can see nice animation. Also we will be damaged if we strike with this enemy. You can see we are damaged. Now we can shoot enemy, and that is dead. That's nice. We have successfully created our second enemy. Although the enemy rotation is not fine, I will just make it straight, and we can add it here, I think, and this will be the right position. And I'm just positioning it, and it doesn't matter actually, because we are creating prefabs. We will add our enemy in the last when we will finalize our levels. Okay, so that's nice. We have created a very nice enemy. So we will move to prefabs. We can just drag and drop a one eye enemy here. So now we have four type of enemies, four enemies actually, with two types. In next video we will move further, and hopefully we will create camera follow script.